Hello. How are you guys? This is Laurel with the dabbling hook, and yes, your eyes do not deceive you. You do see a messy pile in front of you. Actually, that one's not supposed to be there. That's an in progress bag. So, what do we have here? We have a Wiplandia number 3 attempt at organization again. I think a couple of these may be repeats, but I can't remember if I showed it to you or not. These are not just whips. Are they whips? No, they're more like UFOs. Because whips kind of makes you think that you're going to be working on things. You know, maybe just not immediately. Unfinished objects are things, to me, they've been sitting there forever and a day, and they haven't been touched in so long, so. Alright. Oh. Right now, it's chilly. Yesterday, it's been cold. Like, in the 40s cold. But yesterday, it was so nice. It was in the 60s. It was just beautiful. The sun was warm and bright and lovely, and today we're back to wind and 40s, so yay. But can't see me, but I've got this hat on. This is the Rikke, I think it's called a Rikke hat. It's the second one I've knitted. This was in the I think it was the Lion brand, what do they call, not cupcakes, something where the colors were really beautiful, and I love these. And this was all one cake, I think, except for I ran out somewhere here. Anyway, so this is the second one. It's well worn, it's well loved, and right now it's keeping my ears warm because I'm chilled. Anyway, I'm prattling. So, let me see if I can make a little space here and see what I can get through. Some of these are whips, and some of them are just bags that have used yarns. You know, when you finish a project, you have leftovers, and I just left them in the bag, and they're hanging there, and then I forget they're there, and they look like they're whips, but they're not really whips, they're just yarn I didn't put away. So let me make some space and I'll be right back. Okay, so everything's just pushed in the corner, not really much space. So let's see what we have here. Oh good lord. Oh, I don't even remember. So I said that I have a lot of project bags. My project bags, ones that I purchased, but I also, you know, we all do it. This was like a, what do you call it? A jersey sheet set for the Minions, and I'm like, oh, project bag. So, anyway, I think I have like 2 or 3 of these, and oh, look, it's been well used again, but. Oh, good lord. I don't even know what I was doing. Oh. This was me trying to design a shawl. And I was trying to force myself to use single crochets because I don't like using single crochets other than amigurumi because it takes forever. But I'm trying to retrain my brain. When you knit, it takes forever. And it's smaller than single crochets. So, like, if I can knit something, then I can crochet something. You can see I got bored easily. I started with, I think these were just single crochets, and then I think I was doing the extended. I just needed to mix it up, or else I would get so bored it wouldn't have gotten past here. Anyway, this is how far I got. And I was using different yarns, which is a mistake because it changes, you know, the stitches change the gauge. Saying gauge like I gauge anything now, but it changes the look of it. Some of them are tighter, some of them are looser. This was Karen Simply Soft, and I'm pretty sure this was a Heartland. So anyway, needless to say, it's going nowhere. It's gonna get ripped out, and I keep saying things are gonna get ripped out, and I haven't ripped them out. So my plan after this is to, whatever I say I'm gonna rip out, is to actually rip it out, and to hold myself accountable, I'm going to post a picture at the end of this video. Fingers crossed. So, that was that. So I think I was trying to just use up leftovers and just test it out. I have no idea what I was doing here. Looks like the start of a top or something. I have no idea. Not a clue. Mandala, a cupcake. Basically mandala. So, I don't know what I was doing with this at all. This Karen Simply Soft wrapper. Karen Simply Soft party. I don't know what I was doing and what I was using, and I think I was trying to use up my Karen Simply Soft, and I don't even know where this came from. I think I used this like 2 years ago for a Christmas gift for my nieces. So, in here I thought I have one black skein of Karen Simply Soft left, and I thought that was it, but obviously not. So, alright. So, I am going to try to use the Centro and try to use this up. And I did buy a proper drill, and it works much better because the cordless just wasn't doing it. Didn't seem to have enough power. But the plugged one, the corded one, definitely zooms right through. So I'm going to try to use that to use this up. This is just going to get frogged and balled up. This, I had scraps. We all have scraps, and I've made so many scrap blankets, and I was trying for something different, although this was going to be like a little blanket anyway. But I decided to just make a 3-round granny square. Figured that would be easy enough, it would be quick. This is how far I got. So I started trying to, you know, make the center, I think. No, I didn't. I lie. I was just putting whatever together. My aim was to do something like this, like a pop of color in the center and then one solid color for the next 2 rounds. You can see how far that got. Ah! So, just trying to use up the scraps and make 3 round and do join as you go. And this is how far I got. I think it's like scarf length, and depends on, I want to keep going with it, but I'm going to give it another couple of months, and if I don't do anything with it, then I don't know. I don't want to rip it out because it's already joined, but what to do. What I'm going to do is at least finish this row here, and I don't know, can I do a scarf? I don't know if I'd wear this as a scarf. I do want a granny square scarf though, but maybe like ones that are this size, and then just do that in nicer yarns, but not this. I prefer my scraps for blankets. Anyway, it's got one of my stitch markers on here. It's G. This is one of the first ones I made. These beads, oops. I think I bought them at Walmart, like, it's got to be over 5 years ago, and they sat forever, and then I finally started making stitch markers out of them. Alright, that's number 2. Number 3. This bag is full of fiber and stuff. Anyway, this is by Kalisha. Oh, she has a shop update right now, by the way. Her bags usually go like that. Anyway, but this is a small bag from Kalisha. It's got the removable wrist strap with, it's the ribbon strap. And I thought I started a shawl, and it was a 2-in-1 pattern by, did I print it? Tammy Gore. It's Inseparable. It's in black and white, so I don't know if you'll see that. And I thought I was making that, but I ended up, I think, starting the cowl instead, because I printed the wrong thing, and obviously I don't know what I was doing. And I got so far into it, and I'm like, this doesn't look right. Well, duh. This is how far I got. Pam was using wool spun at the time, and I had to do bobbles, which I don't like doing. So much easier in crochet than in knit. But this one got misshapen. I didn't like it. I don't like it. I don't like doing the bobbles. So this is how far I got. At some point I think it's supposed to get joined, but I have no idea where I left off. Absolutely none. So it's gonna get frogged for sure. Sorry about the needles. I thought using a bigger I was gonna say hook needle would make it go faster, but just knitting in general, it's just, unless I'm making a hat, it's slow as molasses. So That's going to get frogged, and since this is so badly beaten up, I'm going to hopefully wind both of those cakes into one big cake and do something with it. But I will do this again because this was a paid pattern, so I will try this again now that I'm a little more experienced with knitting. Still a beginner, but that's that. This, I think I'd shown it in one of my videos. Oh, speaking of videos, I have no idea when I'm going to make a regular video. This is why I figured I would try this. I was contemplating, you know, doing clips and mashing it all together of different things just to have something out there, but my time's not my own, and right now I'm stealing time because I've been on calls all week, like multiple times a day, so it's Friday. So I'm rewarding myself. Anyway, so this was after the stash of shells cow. I wanted to use up the rest of the yarn because it wasn't a favorite of mine. This is Patton's Classic Wool, and I think this was this the DK or the worsted? Might have been the worsted. I don't even remember. But it's inside out. This was around when Dittmer Knittery was doing her, what do you call it? Oh, felting along. I'm like, oh, I'll use the rest of the yarn, and it was over by then, but I'll use the rest of the yarn and try it. And I felt it before, and it's worked, but this yarn definitely did not felt well. I made it big enough that I was hoping it would be semi-stiff, so it could semi-hold up, as you can tell. Nope. Did not felt. It got more brushed and bruised than felting. And let me tell you, I put scalding water on it. I put it in boiling water. It just wouldn't do. It wouldn't felt. It looks well used. So, and it's going to be a shallow bow-like one, but yeah, it's not. It's just floppy, so I don't even know what it can be used for. So it's just there. Can't even frog it or anything. Not that I'd want to. So while I seriously hate throwing things away, this might be one of those where it really gets tossed. Yeah, because it's not really usable, and I don't want it just sitting around. So there's another one that's God knows what I'm going to do with it. Okay, this one I think I'd shown. This is a bag by what used to be her name, Erin. She used to have a different name. She goes by Everyday Erin now, but I bought this from her ages and ages ago. So I had an idea for a shawl. I think I might have shown this, or maybe on a video, of a shawl, and I started working it up, and it didn't work out. So I just left it. It's looking more like a manta ray than a shawl. So, and this was yarn from, I have it somewhere. Pardon me. This was, it's going to be crinkle, sorry, not sorry. AC Moore, when they had Universal Yarns, and they used to sell it in packs. And this is one of them. I think it had like 6 of them in there. I gifted I gifted 2 of them, and I think this has like 2 in there, and there's some in here still. I think it was a 6-pack. Maybe it was a more 7-pack. But anyway, and for Universal Yarns, and it's 60% acrylic, 20% alpaca, 20% mohair. So it's nice yarn. It's just a little bit prickly. Another one of my stitch markers on there, 4.5 millimeter. So basically, this is going to get taken apart for sure because it's not the shape. And this is what I have left. I don't even know if this was just 1 or 2 that I caked together, but it needs help. And was I holding it double? I was holding it double. Oh my gosh, I hate doing that. So it makes it impossible. Makes it impossible to, I am covered in lint, to take apart separately. So I'm going to have to wind them together, back, but they're not together. Oh, it's going to be a pain. Okay. So that's that. Bastarditis is real. It's a problem and it's real. So that's that one. This is more of another catch-all bag when you finish with a project. This is a little laundry bag, and ooh, I was gifted this yarn and I had to give it a wash because some of them had the package was damaged, I think. Anyway, I gave it a wash, threw it in a little bag. A little bit of felting started because it is Karen Sprinkle Cakes, I believe. So I'd used it in a actually fringe triangle shawl that sold at my last craft fair. I think so. So the rest is just in here. This Woolies, this was a clearance from Michael's. I had a few skeins. I used all but one, and after the project it just stayed in the bag. This Darn Good Yarn little pouch. I didn't understand this pouch, what it's for, because it's just buttoned. So I don't know, everything you put in there will fall out. So it's just in here. And of course, camera shut off on me. So nylons, because I was using it to stuff amigurumi so it wouldn't show. That's why that's in there. This was a Woolies Thick and Quick that I was using for something, and I don't remember, and that's what was left of the bonus bundle. Why is it in here? I love this color. Cranberry. So, I think I'm going to leave it here, and before the end of the day, I'm going to make a Trina beanie out of that. This was the headband I did a tutorial on, and this was just the mini version I made in the tutorial. So it's a skinny headband, it ties on, and yeah, that's about it. A bunch of people had asked on videos when I wore the headbands a while back, so I made a quick tutorial. So samples in here. Another sheet bag that became a project bag. So, and then this was the catch-all. So this I don't know what I'm going to do with. My nieces don't have dolls anymore, so they can't tie on. Figure out what to do with that. That I'll put away with my other nylons for when I stuff amigurumi. That's going to go back in stash. Ooh, what's the yardage? 74 yards. And this was a 50% wool. If I can find it. Yep. 50% acrylic, 42 wool, 8 polyester, which gives it the little slippery feel. So, I gotta figure out what to do with that, because I don't want to put one skein back in there. And I have another bag of bags, so this is gonna go in the bag of bags. So is this one. So, another bag not hanging on my cart. Okay. I may not go through all of them. This will be a quick video because, one, I gotta get back to work. Another bag. This bag was gifted to me by a friend. And came all the way from England. No, it wasn't Allie. It's my friend here. And she brought this as a gift. And I had a project carrying it at the time. No longer. And I got it in my mind that I wanted to make a sunburst granny blanket, but I wanted it to really pop and bright. And I had this because it was on clearance, you know, because I tend not to buy Red Heart unless I'm doing amigurumi. But this color, even though I don't like pink, but bright poppy pink, I do like that. I just don't like Barbie pink. So I started them. I don't know why. Because you can see it didn't get far. I don't even remember what hook I was using. Is it in here? It's not even in here. Did I have it on here? Nope, I don't. So, this is going to get frogged. And, oh, I did. I was using an H hook. So, there. That's going to get frogged, and this is going to get put back in stash. Alright, let's do one more. Let's see. Uh-oh. Did I show this one? No. Oh, what are we doing? Alright, I know half of what this is, and this is very old. Okay. Another jersey sheet bag. Because, you know, Minion 1 got blue, Minion 2 got gray for sheets. I have no idea what I was doing. I think... I was trying to make a... what do you call it? A bunting. And what yarn is this? I don't know what yarn this is. I don't remember. Mandala Sparkle. So I was using it up, and this was from a bunting I did make. It's actually hanging outside on my tree. And it is the Solstice, I think, bunting by Lulu Loves Crochet. So there's that. And that. So I guess I was using up scraps just to make a scrappy one. And that. And I was going to put these with it. And I never got around to finishing. Story of my life. Random skein. Oh. Actually, I was going to do something in green, and I didn't think I had green, but there's green. This yarn I despise. Scraps. This is, actually, it's similar to yarn that Seta gifted me. This is Gazelle. Rock and Roll. They're very similar, but I don't like it. I don't like it fuzzes quickly, it snags quickly. It's basically a little shimmery tube that has it has stuff blown in the middle of it. It's just not my thing. It's very stretchy, so whatever you make would be very drapey. It's not very structural, I guess, unless you use a really small hook. Then it would be a pain to work with. So, oh look, I had scraps in the bag. Okay. I showed the bag that didn't felt properly. This is the same yarn. I had gotten a bunch. Oh, look. I made a bunch. Oh, my gosh. Starditis is real. Looks like I made a bunch of buntings out of the scraps. I just never put them together. Wow. And I don't know if this was a pattern or if this is something I just did. I want to say it's something I just did. So maybe I will put that scrap together. Maybe for spring, because it's not really winter colors. Oh, look. See how this just really doesn't hold its shape? Look at that. You can't even tell it's a triangle. Yeah, I don't like it. Look. Oh. Using a G-hook, by the way. So great. Guess I was trying to use it up any way I could. I really don't like it, so... I'll see if this is enough to make, I don't think it will be, what I'm trying to make. Starditis, what do? I should put it together just to get rid of everything, right? And just have a scrappy bunting. This is one of these yarns I would gladly, I think, just toss. I think the last time I used it, I held it with something else and put it in a scrappy blanket. And I don't want to do that. Boo. Okay, so it's quite the mess here. I think I'm going to leave it at that, so it's a nice quick video. Since I'm going to have to put two of them together anyway. Not that quick. Alright, hopefully my big pouch wasn't in the video too much. And now, since I'm going to hold myself accountable, I'm going to actually have to frog what I said I was going to frog. The green shawl. And do something with this so it doesn't just sit there. Definitely going to make a Victorina out of that. That shouldn't take too long. Alright. I hope my rambling wasn't too disjointed. And I need to get back to work. So hopefully this will post sometime tonight or maybe tomorrow or maybe who knows. But it's Friday, by the way. Did I say that? TGIF. I'm cold. I'm tired. It's Friday. I will talk to you guys later.